this video, I will explain the material from semantic and pragmatics, that is, discourse and culture. Before that, let me introduce myself. I'm Nur Islami from Class B English Education Department, University of West Sulawesi. Well, first of all, I will explain definition of discourse. So, what is discourse? Discourse refers to the use of language communication beyond just individual sentences. It includes of conversation, written text, and interaction that occur a specific context. So discourse is concerned not only word or phrases used, but also structure, goals of communication, and relationship formed through language. For example, from discourse, there is everyday conversation, speeches, interviews, and etc. Next, definition of cultures. So, cultures is the system of values, norms, custom, and beliefs in a particular group or society. It influences how people speak, interact, and interpret message during communication. For example, from cultures, yes, in Indonesian cultures, communication is more polite and indirect to show respect, while in Western cultures, communication is more indirect and explicit. Well, we move to the next material about relationship between discourse and cultures. So, cultures significantly affect how people communicate. For instance, in contrast cultures, such as in many Asian countries, conversation priorities harmony and avoid open conflict. In contrast, individualistic cultures, such as in U.S., emphasize personal expression and direct communication. For example, in Japan, it is important to use formal and indirect language to show respect in conversation, while in the U.S., people tend to communicate directly and openly. Next, about difference between semantic and pragmatics. For the first is semantic. So, semantic is concerned with the literal or fixed on the meaning of word and sentence. It focuses on the meaning of that a word and sentence has in isolation, without considering the social context. For example, the word book literally refers to a cycle object containing written material, while pragmatics focuses on how context such as social situation, relationship, and cultural norms can affect of the meaning what is communicated. So pragmatics considers how the same word or sentences can have different meaning depending on the context of the conversation. For example, in different cultures, asking "Can you pass the salt?" might have different social implication. In some cultures, it is polite, while in other culture, it might be considered too direct. Next, effect of discourse in social interaction. So, discourse is reflect and shapes the social relationship between speakers. The way people speak shows their social status, age, and relationship to the person they are communicating with. For example, in Korean culture, using formal language, known as gendemal, is crucial when speaking to someone older or of higher status. This reflects the importance of his hierarchy in their communication. Well, we move to the next material about politeness in discourse. So, politeness involves using language, the mountain, the social face or dignity of others during a conversation. Some cultures emphasize politeness by using formal or indirect language to preserve social harmony. For example, in British English, a saying "Would you passing the salt?" is a polite request, while in other cultures, requests may be made more directly. Next material about formal versus informal discourse. So, formal language used in official or serious contexts, such as in workplace or when speaking to other or higher status individuals. It generally involves a more polite and structured language, while informal language used in related settings is often simpler and may include slang or colloquial expressions. Thus, material about discourse and cross-cultural communication. So, a discourse plays an important role in communication between different cultural use. Language can help avoid misunderstandings. For example, direct communication is valued in Western cultures, while in Eastern cultures, indirect communication is more common to maintain respect. For example, when speaking English with someone from Japan, one might need to use more careful and indirect language to avoid a seeming note, whereas in the US, more direct and might be expected. There was my explanation about discourse and culture in semantic and pragmatics, starting from definition, example, difference, relationship, and etc. So, from my explanation, we can conclude that in semantic and pragmatics, discourse and culture work together to shape communication meaning. Discourse refers to the use of language in broader context of interaction, while culture influences how meaning is interpreted based on social values and norms. Both help in understanding meaning beyond the literal interpretation of words. So, I think enough from me. Thanks for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.